Hello, welcome back to Lynn's IT, and tonight I'm going to go over some of the latest developments in the movements of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and a bit of a hidden gem as well I'm going to talk about as well. So before I go ahead, I'll just do the disclaimer. This is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment and educational value. Seek your own advice professionally if you want financial advice. All right, so going into the description. Oops, that's the wrong one. Going into the charts here. Okay, so we've got I've got tier up at the front. So that's the one that's the one that I think is a bit of a hidden gem here. Tier has been going down for, as you can see, quite a long time now, since the peak there on the 10th of February. It's been going down quite a long time, and it breached the bottom there around the 13th of April, and it's been consolidating in this this period here. So it's ranging between, as you can see, about 8.19 and the peak about at the top of the range about 11.991. Okay, so and the peak over here was about 12. The close is about 12. So once it reaches the 12, once it can push through the 12, I think this will be a good one to get tier Celestia. Okay, and if you want to know more about Celestia, I'd go to celestia.org, and as you can see there, it's the first modular blockchain network, and it's fast to deploy your own blockchain. Launch a blockchain with leading Ethereum rollup framework, or transform nearly any VM into your own sovereign chain. Okay, bit of technical talk there, but as you can see, it's got data availability sampling, DAS, first architecture that scales while maintaining verifiability for any user. Anyone can directly verify and contribute to Celestia by running a light node. All right, so join in the first modular data availability network in as little as 2 clicks on a light node. So yeah, I can see that this one has a lot of potential. So as you may know, it did pump back there from, if we look at the weekly here, there was a big run there at the start of the year. Actually, from October last year, it was just, it ran with Bitcoin, and then in February, that's the peak there. I believe that's when Bitcoin peaked as well. Let's have a look at if that relates to when Bitcoin peaked. If I go to BTC USD, so February, no, Bitcoin kept going after. So it looked like Celestia peaked around here. However, Bitcoin kept going due to the Bitcoin ETF being approved, and kept on pumping well throughout the year. It kept on pumping there. Biggest month for Bitcoin was actually February and March. So yeah, Bitcoin, and it peaked around 11th of March. But looks at, I'll look at the daily so we can see it a bit more clearly. So let's go back. So it went all the way up to 14th of March, 11th through to 14th of March was the actual peak. Tried to go to that one again around the 8th of April, and came down. Low point was around the 56,000. That was a bit of a worrying time for a lot of people, and then it went up again. All right, so that was around the time of the interest rates. So there was an interest rate decision made there around the 1st of May, and they decided the Fed in the US decided to stop raising interest rate. They just held it as it was, and yeah, they didn't raise interest rate, so it kept as it was. Jerome Powell made that speech. Everyone was happy, and it went up again. Okay, so there's been a lot of new developments actually. So besides the Bitcoin ETF, which caused that initial pump there, interest rates were probably the thing that was holding it down a fair bit. And now that the interest rates are no longer increasing, well, they may not. There may be one or two more this year, but most likely not going to increase much more this year, especially with the US elections coming up, and there's elections in other countries as well. It is the bull year for the fourth year for Bitcoin. This is the post-halving time, the time where Bitcoin pumps the most. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting year this year. So that's probably going to be a local low there for at least. I don't think it's going to go lower than that this year. Definitely, most likely not going to hit under 57,000 again this year. I'd be surprised if it does. So now it's $70,976 Bitcoin, and it's looking very positive. If we look at the other very interesting chart at the moment would be Ethereum. And why do I like Ethereum? It's because Ethereum has also had another ETF being approved in the US. So large companies like BlackRock, ARK Invest, and others are now able to sell the Ethereum ETF as well as the Bitcoin ETF. So the Ethereum ETF was approved by the Securities Commission in America, by those group of people which are not very popular with their crypto community. So Gary Gensler, I was trying to use his name. Gary Gensler wasn't the most popular guys. I mean, I think they did overreach as well. People say they overreached, and I agree. $2 billion. They sued the CEO of Binance. $2 billion. So that was, like, in my opinion, a bit crazy. They didn't need to do that. I mean, if they look at his story, the guy who started Binance, he came from humble beginnings. He was, he basically sold his apartment to get into Bitcoin when it was really cheap, and he made it fair and square. He made his money through through investment and then starting the exchange. He may have been. They may have done things a little bit loosely as far as their checks for new clients, but look at all the banks that have allowed criminals to hold accounts, things like that. It's I don't think they should have fined him. They should have given him time to clear the accounts. Clean their act up a bit once they've been made aware that there may be some fraudulent activity going on, but they didn't need to sue them just, because crypto is relatively new. That's my opinion anyway. Okay. All right. So, and it's not just Binance. SEC was suing many companies for, compliance issues, but, they were, some people say they were overreaching. I agree, because the whole crypto exchange business is relatively new compared to banks. It is it was difficult for them to understand the laws and to get clarification on the laws. So the commission securities commissions were making the laws basically a similar time to where they were suing people. So it was not very fair in my opinion. They may have given them some time, but it's it's still an overreach for sure. Okay, so back to these charts here. So yeah, definitely Ethereum, I think is another one that's, even though you might think it's high at the moment, it hasn't actually reached the peak that we got last bull run back in 2021. The November 21 was the peak there. Around the, was that the 15th of November, or actually no, the 8th of November was around the peak of the, for that week anyway, for Ethereum back in 2021. So yeah, whether the peak is gonna be in November 2025 or in June 2025, we don't really know. So if you look at it being 12 months from the halving, so if the halving was in, it could be 12 months after the halving, could be 18 months after the halving. Sometimes the peak's 18 months after the halving. So if you look at 6 months, that's around October 25, 6 months after the halving. Yeah, so that's 18 months would be around October 25. I'm thinking it could be a left translated cycle this year, slightly at least. So there's probably going to be, I mean, if it's going to be like last time, as you can see, last time was a double peak, had a peak there in May of 21. Often, I think that was a lot due to the pump with the DeFi and went down, and NFTs as well. Went down again, and then there was, the secondary pump there, which made the major peak, and which was around 18 months after the halving. So yeah, I'm thinking this is only the start. Well, this was the start, but this is since the halving. Since the halving, we haven't moved that much. So it's been pretty flat since the halving. So I reckon it could easily do 10x this cycle Ethereum. So 38,000 possibly. But I'd be happy even if it gets to 20,000 this cycle. If Ethereum gets to 20,000, that would be awesome. Even if it gets to 10,000. So, yeah, 3x. So 3x from here would be great. So, yep, Ethereum is definitely one that I'm holding, and Bitcoin. And I'm just a little bit hopeful for others, such as Tia, that haven't really come back from the recent lows. It peaked up there, start of February, and then just had a big drop there. Last week it was picking up, so I think this is definitely the start of something good here. And once the Ethereum ETF is allowed, they need to send in their S1 forms. I think I can't remember how many ETFs for Ethereum there are in the US. There's about at least, I think, 6, a little bit less than Bitcoin. And so once the S1 forms have been approved by the Securities Commission, then they'll allow people to buy the ETFs through their funds. It's not just the US that has the ETFs. Earlier on the year, Hong Kong also had the ETFs approved. They have Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs in Hong Kong. So that's positive for the market as well. Ethereum being like the mother of altcoins, as a lot of altcoins were made from Ethereum, as Ethereum code was able to be modified to enable new blockchains to be made. It was quite easy to make meme coins or other coins. I believe Litecoin was a lighter version of Bitcoin. So, and I think even Dogecoin may have come from the code may have come from Litecoin. So they're all a lot of coins come from other coins, and so I think the largest one would be Ethereum. So it's like the mother of many blockchains, or tokens, one might say. So the actual main blockchain's Ethereum, and within Ethereum, it allows other tokens to be made from connected to the main Ethereum blockchain. So they are run on the blockchain of Ethereum, and there are many other layer one blockchains these days, such as like Nia. It's another one. Nia. Nia is picking up a little bit faster than, yeah, as we can see here on the, yeah, it's started to pick up around, you see recently, this is a weekly. I guess this pump here is a bit more than Tia. Tia didn't have that part there, but yeah, Nia has its own positive attributes, such as it's being very well connected with AI. So yeah, I'm definitely supportive of Nia as well. One way to check some other, you can either go to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, and Bitcoin. Yes, I was looking at Bitcoin recently. That's another one we'll have a look at. So Bitcoin is probably my favorite meme coin recently. So I can have a look at that. But I was going to go back to show how to look at the types of cryptocurrencies. So categories, go to the categories on CoinMarketCap. You can see we have ones related to NFTs, memes, Solana ecosystem, gaming, AI. What else have we got there? Privacy, masternodes, BRC20, Launchpad, all these different categories. Move to earn. Yeah, so if we look at, for example, masternodes, let's have a look there. Top masternodes tokens by market capitalization. So we get XDC, Dash, Flux, Beldex. I did have Dash way back in the 2017, not much recently, but I haven't really looked at Dash lately. Yeah, so not many of these are in the top 100, are there? Not many. Like top one's only 133, Dash 193. So not many in the top 100 for top masternodes. Dash. Will this come back to what it used to be? It's hard to say because it looks like it's dropping every cycle. Back in 2018, it had a very large peak, over $600, over $1,000 actually. And then 2021, got up to 400. Not sure if Dash is going to come back. Hard to say. It depends on whether there's much work on their. Depends on whether there's much work on their website. So, excuse me. Okay, so we've got Dash.org. Are they still implementing new things? Your money, your way. Ready to start making everyday purchases with digital cash. Download. Okay, so digital cash. They've got a wallet. Overview. Okay. So they've got an app. They've got a wallet. Electronics and IT equipment. Get going. Copy. Use your Dash. So basically a coin. Developers. Roadmap. Let's see if there's anything new on the roadmap. Latest release. 2014 complete. Okay. Budget system, scaling security, decentralization fees, dash core. Oh yeah, they're still doing stuff. Dash core version 19 activation. Dash platform testnet. Okay, so they've got some new things coming up. Looks at that. Alright. Complete version 20. They haven't got dates on these ones. Why are there no dates? April 23, June 23. Oh, okay. Because they haven't done them yet. So they haven't really put an estimated date on there. Okay, what have they got? Dash pay launch. Dash platform activation. Dash platform version 1. So, okay, so they're going to have some sort of platform. Mainnet rollout. Pre-mainnet validation. Inter-blockchain communication protocol. Alright, so last updated on 6th of May 24. So, yeah, it's a possibility they could come back. Who knows? Good old Dash, hey? So looking at other categories, let's see. Basic assistant, that'll be good, because that's Coinbase. So Coinbase has a lot of good things going for them lately. What have we got on Coinbase? We've got, sorry, scrolled the wrong way there. Now it's gone all skewy for me. Okay, do it temporarily just to get out of the way. Let's go back. Forward. Oh, what's it doing that for? Okay. So we've got Axelar. I have heard of that. It's the largest one, the most market cap anyway, base system. So AXL. That'll most likely improve. And Brett is, I know that meme coin, that's very popular as well. Mog, Degen. These are meme coins, these three here. As you can see generally by the price, under $1. But some are not meme coins, around $1. APX, Apollo X. Yeah, Apollo X is a good exchange actually. I like that one. It's got a good price action as well. Look at that. Let me see that one. I have used Apollo X, that's why I'm interested in this one. Let's have a look at last year. So they peaked up there in March, came back, flattened out there in May. May was a very flat month for a lot of crypto. April, May. Halving was in May. Sorry, April. Halving was in April. And then flattened out in May. And it's pumping. So last month it had a big pump there. Went from 55 cents. Sorry, went from 5 cents up to 8.5 cents, 9 cents at one point. So that was a nice little pump there for Apollo X. It's got a very, very good. I like their. Let's have a look. Apollo X Finance. It's got a nice platform. I don't like the degen. It's got version 1, version 2. So version 2 is like degen trading, which I would not recommend. You're going to ask for there. It's got like 50x. You can do higher ones as well. Dumb. It's got dumb, which is I don't think it allows you to do it while you're not logged in, but it's just ridiculous leverage at version 2. Version 1, you can trade more reasonable leverage amounts. I wouldn't recommend doing more than say 9 at first. Yeah. Let me see. So, yeah, as Nikola Tesla's famous vibrative numbers, 3, 6, and 9 hertz. So 963 hertz, 639 hertz, or 369 hertz. Those magic numbers like 963 hertz. Look up that on YouTube. They're very interesting numbers there. The 9, 6, and 3. So yeah, if you can keep your leverage 3 or 6 or 9, might have good luck. It's like the numbers that have a good vibration for, I don't know, you could probably think of like prosperity. So yeah, I recommend keeping it to those numbers if you can. 3, 6, or 9 leverage, or multiples of the numbers. So if you want to risk go to 18 leverage, I think 18 leverage might be better than 19 leverage. But yeah, that's just using that number theory anyway. Best leverage is probably no leverage. Just do a spot trade. That's the safest kind of trade, just a spot trade. That way you can't really be liquidated if you're just doing spot trading with no leverage. You can only be liquidated if you have leverage trades, and it drops, or if you're buying it drops to the point of liquidation. So yeah, just be careful of liquidation. It's very dangerous, especially with high leverage on your trades. So yeah, it's not too much different to Binance. I mean, their platform users are a bit less, so the as you can see, it might have little dots there instead of the bars because there's less trading on these sites. But if you go to the main, top 10 tokens or something like that, there's generally solid bars there, and yeah, it's all right. It's not bad. But I generally trade on platforms where there's a lot of volume, such as ByBit or Binance are the main ones. For leverage, that is. If you're just holding coins, if you don't have self-custody, which is the best way to keep your crypto. So after you do your spot trade, you keep the crypto in your self-custody of your private wallets, hard storage, cold storage, you could say. If you don't have that, you can store it online. It's just a bit more dangerous. Like you can use your MetaMask, you can use your what are they called, Phantom wallets for the Solana chain. There's we've got quite a few wallets here. What have we got? We've got Phantom, the Ronin wallet. It's got a couple of different coins there. Sui wallet, Sub wallet for Polkadot, My Ton wallet, Kepler wallet. Yeah, there's a lot of different wallets for different crypto. All right. So going back to, it's just interesting. Going back to this, it is interesting to look at the different types of coins by their category. So if you have a keen interest in AI, you might want to look at AI. There's generative AI as well. There's other types of AI. There's social money, DeFi, privacy coins like Dash's privacy as well, and all these different categories. Identities is a big one as well. Let me see. I bet there's something under top 100 in identity, right? Yeah, identity is getting some big money in it. So we got WorldCoin, Sam. Yeah, WorldCoin is has a lot of money behind it. Multiverse. Okay, they're the two in the top 100 anyway. Yeah, so everyone, I'd look into these. I'd look into them just to see whether you agree with it. WorldCoin supports things like visual, what's it called, optical recognition. They get people to have their eyes scanned to help with identification. If you think that's a good idea, get some WorldCoin. And yeah, all these different identity tokens there. Marketing is a very big industry, but whether the tokens are really helpful in marketing, that's another question. The BAT token, that's actually quite good. I like the BAT token. That's when I was using the Brave browser. So the BAT token you get for using the Brave browser. I've just stopped using that because I just found that just the standard Chrome. The Brave browser is based on the Chrome browser, but it's just a little bit heavier. So that's why I'm using just the standard Chrome. It's a bit lighter for my computer, but I think once I upgrade my computer, I wouldn't be worried about whether I'm using Brave or Chrome, because yeah, you can get some crypto for using the Brave browser. So there are some incentives for using it, which is good. And as you go down there, the less and less value or market cap in these coins. I'll do one more category. What have we got? DeFi. I'm not sure the difference between DeFi index and DeFi, but I just do DeFi. DeFi has quite a few in the top 100. Big business DeFi. Okay, so Avalanche, that's also in gaming. Some of them go across a number of different categories. Avalanche is a good one. It's 12. Wow. Link, Uniswap, ICP, big money in that one. DAI, big money. Yeah, they're all big money, of course, because they're in the top 100. As you can see over here in the market cap, 14 billion has been invested in Avalanche, 14.4 billion, 10.2 billion Chainlink, 6.3 billion in Uniswap, ICP 5.6 billion. So there's a lot of money in those. Injective, also used for games. Phantom, Theta, I believe that's for like a movie channel, like similar to YouTube but not as big. Thorchain, yeah. Jupiter, that's on the Solana chain, I believe. Aave is like a lending site as well. They're all Jupiter. I'm not sure if Jupiter has lending, but they're all, of course, DeFi. But that's what we're looking at. We're looking at DeFi. Uniswap is popular as an exchange, but it also has some liquidity provision, so you can hold coins there and get liquidity. Help them with their swapping by providing liquidity. ICP obviously is DeFi, but it also has NFTs as well. Stacks, yeah, so they're all DeFi. As you can see, they're all doing their different things at the moment. Last 7 days. Mostly are in the green, but few are still in the red. Yeah. So I think maybe the ones in the red, if they're in the top 100 and they're in the red last 7 days, sometimes they're the ones that might be better to buy. Like, I'm looking at Link here. Link actually might be a good buy. Let's have a look how much it's come up this year. Okay, so last bull run's peak was around $52. Now it's $17, 17.4. If you look at this year, peak has already been 21.7 around. The peak was in March there. A big drop there with everything else. April, and then there's the halving, which didn't really do much yet. So I think this Ethereum ETF, once that gets more investment in it, that's going to really start the altcoin run. And as you can see in the market cap, let's have a look at the where do we find that? I go to the search here and type in the Bitcoin. Texas Bitcoin ecosystem. That's not what we're looking for. Market cap. I'll find it, I find it. Can you guess what I'm thinking of? I'm looking for the market cap, basically, where you can see the graph of the market cap. Let me see. Fear and greed, pretty good. It's been a while since I found the market cap section. Global charts, ETFs. They've changed things. Global live cryptocurrency charts and market data. Bitcoin. Oh, there is Bitcoin dominance. That's what I was looking for. Okay, Bitcoin dominance. That's the chart I was looking for. All right, so once Bitcoin dominance starts to decrease, that's when the altcoin run should start. So we've got Bitcoin in the blue, Ethereum, USDT, BNB, Solana, others. Okay. It's a little bit confusing, that map, because it's like so it's, you can see the Bitcoin does have more than 50% still. So the blue part is more than 50% of the chart. Ethereum, a little bit less than 25%, etc. So once Bitcoin loses its dominance, it gets less than 50%, then yeah, that should be a good sign for the altcoins to pop up. Market cap breakdown. This one might be a better one to look at. It's not that easy to pop out as it used to be. What does it look like when I download it? So yeah, this blue section should reduce. Good if we had it for more than, okay, all time, there we go, all time. Yeah, so Bitcoin, of course, used to be a lot more than 75%, and back in 2018, there's a peak. Just before the peak, that's when the altcoins are Russian, so the Bitcoin is less the dominating. And then as it falls, Bitcoin dominance increases as the others lose their interest in the other altcoins. And then the Bitcoin dominance decreased here before the peak in 2021. drop down again. Bitcoin dominance decreased. Not sure what that was for. But recently, Bitcoin dominance has been increasing for most of this year. I believe it soon is going to decrease, and that'll go up again. So yeah, a bit hard to from that graph, but you can see the Bitcoin dominance there and how that relates to the peaks and the altcoin runs. So yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting year to see which altcoins will be the most popular. I think, yeah, this near looks pretty cool. I haven't actually got any near at the moment, but I might have a little bit, but not much. I think near's a good one. TIA, Ethereum, they're the main ones. I'm not sure if Binance has BIA. Let's check. No, Binance doesn't have it, but ByBit does. ByBit has recently listed BIA. If we look at let's have a look. It's a Solana meme coin. Wait a sec. I don't want to look at that one. I'll look at it actually comes under 1,000 BIA. There it is. All right, so it's yeah, it had a massive pump. This one here, this meme coin, as you can see here. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, it went from about 18 cents up to 54 cents. Wow. So that was a massive run there, more than 3x in 6 days. Now it's consolidated, went down a bit, and it could very well pick up again. How high this one goes, I don't know, but yeah, I'm interested in this token. It's just it seems like it's something that people will get behind. BIA. Yeah. Okay, so that's about it for today. I just wanted to go over some ideas there I was having. Oh, there I am. It's been a while since I've done these videos. As you can see, this is live, so it's not edited yet. Most likely we'll just leave it as a live video, and yeah, I'll if you want to know more about what I've been doing, I've got some other channels as well. I've got one called Lynn's Skating. I've got one called Lindsay W. But I want to consolidate my channels, and yeah, it's a bit funny with YouTube when you've got more than we've got too many sub channels. You're not allowed to get another one unless you get another phone number. So I can't make another channel to consolidate things. Yeah, so I gotta either get another phone number, which I probably will, and then I can make another channel instead of putting them all on the existing one. So it'd be easier just to make a channel with a new name, and I want to maybe focus more on crypto because this channel is Lindsay IT, and yeah, it's not really branded right, so I've got to fix up that. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and bye for now.